Ogechi here, aka Oaghaji, back with another video, and it's another review. Excuse me. Now, before I begin, just want to let y'all know, as usual, that if y'all hear any background noises and talking and all that, that is my family. So, just want to give y'all a heads up. So, anyway, today's review is going to be on the 1982 Mainland Chinese Kung Fu / Wushu film classic Shaolin Temple, or Su Lem Ji, or Shaolin Si in Mandarin, starring Jet Li, you know what I'm saying, and Yu Hai, Dan Long, Yu Chen-Hoi, let me see, Hu Jian-Qiang, just want to make sure I got that, and Sing-Yim, Su Jiankui, directed by Sing-Yim. Fight choreographers Ma Xian-Da, Yu Hai or Yu Hoi, Pan Qing-Fu, and Wong Su-Hoi. Screenwriter Sit Hao and Lo Su-Chen. Yeah, like I said, you know, the Mandarin title is Shaolin Si, and the Cantonese title is Su Lem Ji. So yeah. Without further ado, let's begin, and I'm going to read the synopsis that I have written down. Sorry, y'all, I got tongue-tied for a second, brain fart and shit. So, yeah. Here goes, y'all. During the end of the Sui dynasty in ancient China, Zhu Yuan, a young refugee, nearly escapes captivity. He decides to train in martial arts to avenge the death of his father, who was murdered by the evil general Wan Rinji. But in order to do this, he takes refuge at the Shaolin Temple. There, he learns Shaolin Kung Fu. Then, Zhu Yuan decides to use his skills for revenge, while at the same time ultimately leading the monks to help save the future Tang Dynasty Emperor. Yeah, that's the gist of the plot, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think the story was just phenomenal. Sit Hao and Lo Su... Yeah, and Lo Su-Chen, Sit Hao and Lo Su-Chen definitely did a good job with the script, you know what I'm saying? And the story, yeah, like I said, the story is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? The characters all get some good development, you know what I'm saying? With Zhu Yuan, played by Jet Li, he, you know, at first he wants to learn Kung Fu to get his revenge against the evil general, played by Yu Chen-Hoi. But eventually he learns a lot of discipline and things of that nature, especially during the end of the film where he becomes like, you know, I don't want to spoil it too much, you know what I'm saying? Suffice to say, he becomes one of the leading teachers in the Shaolin Temple, which is cool. That I'll definitely say. What else? You know, all the cast did a good job in this film, surprisingly, especially for Jet Li, and this is like his debut film, you know. This was before, you know, the Once Upon a Time in China films. This is before even the sequel Shaolin Temple films, Kids from Shaolin and Martial Arts of Shaolin, which was filmed at home, which was his Hong Kong film debut. And this is before The Master, the Once Upon a Time in China films, the Feng Sayuk films, Fist of Legend, Tai Chi Master, what else? Dr. Y, and this is also before his debut in Hollywood with Lethal Weapon 4 and Cradle to the Grave, Romeo Must Die, Kiss of the Dragon. And you know what I'm saying, this is before all that. This was, you know, during a time where he was this, you know, this big wushu champion, you know what I'm saying, and then he retired, you know what I'm saying, and this is around this time, and Jet Li did a fantastic job, you know what I'm saying, as well as the other cast and all. And most of the cast, the leading cast in this film, were wushu champions, especially Dan Long, who was a female wushu champion, which is cool. So yeah, they were all, you know, wushu champions in their own right, especially Yu Chen-Hoi with his double sword form, which is like fantastic, you know what I'm saying, which I'll get into in the action part. So the entire cast did a good job, you know what I'm saying, so no complaints there. So the story, characters, and acting all get a 5 out of 5 on this. Now, the action in this film is just top notch, you know what I'm saying? very, pretty well choreographed and very different from what you see from a lot of the Hong Kong and Taiwanese kung fu films. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that choreography is rooted in like Chinese opera, especially Peking opera and Cantonese opera. You know what I'm saying? And this is very wushu. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the movement and the physicality, especially with Jet Li. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ma Xian-Da, Yu Hai, Pan Qing-Fu, and Wong Seung-Hoi did a fantastic job with the choreography, especially the case with Yu Hoi. Rest in peace to him. It's just fantastic. We get to see some Northern Praying Mantis, some staff work, the double sword work. We get to see drunken sword and drunken staff. You know what I'm saying? We get the training sequences from Jet Li, from the waterfall, then the spring, winter, all that's just fantastic. The training sequences is just fantastic. The entire film as a whole was shot very well, you know what I'm saying, especially location in mainland China. Oh, yeah, like I said, and the fight scenes and training sequences were very choreographed, very well choreographed, very well shot, very well edited, and very well lit. The lighting is definitely important with the fight scenes, and the lighting, top notch, you know what I'm saying? And the music in this film is just fantastic, especially with the opening theme, in the Mandarin form, talking about the Shaolin Temple, which is like a pretty good theme, and it definitely fits with the film. It has that traditional Chinese music, and it's just awesome. No library music, as far as I know, so yeah, it was composed very well. So the action, cinematography, editing, lighting, and music all get a 5 out of 5 as well. Overall, Shaolin Temple, aka Shaolin Su, aka Su Leng Ji, is an awesome mainland Chinese wushu / kung fu film classic that I highly recommend y'all check it out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a fan of Jet Li and you want to see how he was like in his film debut. You know what I'm saying? So this film gets a 5 out of 5. Hopefully y'all enjoy this review despite some hiccups here and there, like the brain farts and being tongue-tied and all that shit. It's been a long day, so yeah, forgive me about that. I'm still working on it, but yeah, let me know what y'all think about Shaolin Temple, the Jet Li Shaolin Temple, not the Chang'e Shaolin Temple that I reviewed earlier. You know what I'm saying? In the comments below. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watched it already. If y'all like this video, y'all can hit that like button and share it. And if y'all like this type of content, y'all can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep y'all updated on the uploads. Y'all can also follow me on my other social media accounts. And stay tuned for more other reviews and more of the videos along the way. So with all that said, this is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji, aka the Pervy Sensei, signing out. Peace.